Welcome to Travel Partner Official. I'm so glad you're here because today's story is one that's close to my heart and full of wonder. Today, I'm sharing a story about leaving the ground behind and floating like an astronaut. It's about chasing a dream that once felt impossible and discovering what it's like to defy gravity, even if just for a few moments. Have you ever dreamed of flying? Maybe as a kid, you looked up at the sky and imagined soaring among the clouds, weightless and free. I always wondered what it would be like to be weightless. The idea of floating, spinning, and laughing in midair fascinated me for years. This adventure changed how I see the world. It made me realize how vast and beautiful our planet is, and how small we can feel when we're floating above it all. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our journeys. There are so many more stories and adventures to come, and I'd love for you to be part of them. This wasn't just another trip. It was a bucket list dream, something I'd always wanted to do, but never thought I'd actually experience. Zero-gravity flights always seemed like science fiction, but I discovered anyone can try it. You don't have to be an astronaut, just a dreamer willing to take the leap. The idea gave me butterflies, excited and nervous at the same time. My heart raced as I imagined what it would feel like to float, to let go of the ground. My journey began with a simple online search: zero-gravity experience. It was just a few clicks, but it opened up a whole new world of possibilities. I found a company offering flights on the Vomit Comet, a funny name for an amazing plane. It's the same kind astronauts use to train for space. Watching videos of people floating, I knew I had to do it. Their laughter and joy were contagious, and I wanted to feel that freedom for myself. Making the reservation made it real. Suddenly, my dream was turning into a plan, and I couldn't wait for the day to arrive. I counted down every day. Each morning, I woke up with a little more excitement, knowing I was one step closer to flying. So, come with me. Let's step into a world where up and down don't matter. Let's leave our fears behind and embrace the unknown together. I'll share how it felt, what I saw, and the funny moments along the way. There were surprises, laughter, and memories I'll never forget. Get ready for an adventure that's truly out of this world. Let's take flight together and see what dreams are made of. The morning of the flight, I woke up buzzing with excitement. It felt like the first day of school, but 1,000 times more thrilling. My mind was racing with thoughts of floating, spinning, and laughing in zero gravity. I wore comfy clothes, ate a light breakfast, nothing too heavy, just enough to keep my energy up, and headed to the facility, heart pounding with anticipation. The place looked like a real space center. Models of rockets, astronaut photos, and fellow flyers with the same look of wonder. It was like stepping into a dream, surrounded by people who shared the same wild curiosity. We got blue flight suits with our names on them. Putting it on made everything feel official, like we were astronauts about to embark on a real mission. Before the flight, we took motion sickness medicine. Trust me, it's worth it. No one wanted to miss a second of the experience because of an upset stomach. The instructors explained how our bodies would react and how the medicine helps. They answered every question, calming our nerves and making us feel prepared for what was coming. We all took a deep breath, looked around, and realized we were about to share something unforgettable. There was a quiet sense of unity in the room. The nervousness faded, replaced by excitement. Smiles and laughter started to fill the air as we bonded over our shared anticipation. We were the Zero-G class of 2025, ready to leave the ground behind. The energy was electric, and you could feel the adventure about to begin. We were a team, about to experience something extraordinary. Together, we felt unstoppable. I was ready to fly. Every part of me was alive with anticipation. I couldn't wait to see what was waiting for us in the sky. The countdown was over and the adventure was about to begin. It was time to go. Let's do this. Zero gravity, here we come. Before boarding, we had a detailed safety briefing. Way more interesting than a regular flight. Our instructors explained the plane, G-Force 1, a modified Boeing 727 with a big, padded open space. We learned the signals. Pushing up means you'll feel heavy. Going over means you'll float. They taught us to move gently. Just a finger push sends you gliding. The science was simple. The plane flies in a big arc or parabola, creating weightlessness for about 20-30 seconds each time. we'd get 15 chances to float. The instructor's calm confidence made us feel safe and ready. The most important rule, have fun. We were encouraged to laugh, do somersaults, and enjoy every second. By the end of the briefing, any nerves were gone. Excitement took over. We were ready to board G-Force One. The sky was calling. This was it. Time to experience the impossible. Let's fly. Walking onto the plane felt surreal, like entering a padded tunnel built for adventure. We lay on the floor, waiting for takeoff, hearts pounding. The plane took off like any jet, then headed to a special airspace. After 20 minutes, the pilot announced we'd begin our first parabola. The instructor's call, "Pushing up!" The engines roared, and I felt almost twice my normal weight. It was like an invisible hand pressing me down. Strange, but not uncomfortable. My arms felt heavy, my cheeks pulled toward the floor. I focused on breathing, waiting for the next command. The contrast was intense. Gravity stronger than ever, then about to disappear. Suddenly, the engines quieted. The instructor shouted, "Going over, you are now weightless!" In an instant, the heavy pressure vanished. I started to float. The moment I dreamed of was here. We were all wide-eyed, ready for magic. The world turned upside down in the best way. Gravity was gone. We were flying. The second we went weightless, I lifted off the floor. No effort, just floating. Everyone around me was suspended in midair, faces lit up with joy and disbelief. The silence was striking, just laughter and gasps. I pushed off the floor and drifted to the ceiling, touching the soft padding. There was no up or down, just pure freedom. My body felt light, aches and pains gone, total liberation. I did a slow-motion somersault, feeling like an astronaut. 30 seconds felt like forever, and a blink at the same time. Then, feet down, coming out! The gentle pull of gravity returned. We landed softly, laughing and cheering. We had actually flown. The instructor grinned. That was one. 14 more to go. The excitement was off the charts. We couldn't wait for the next round. Zero gravity was everything I'd hoped for, and more. We were hooked. With each parabola, we got bolder and more playful. A tiny push sent you soaring across the cabin. I stood on the ceiling, looking down at the floor. My sense of direction totally flipped. The instructors joined in, spinning us, tossing floating water blobs and making us laugh. We tried to catch water spheres in our mouths. Hilarious chaos. I did a superhero pose, flying from one end of the plane to the other. We tried to form a floating circle, but always drifted apart, giggling. In those moments, we weren't strangers. We were a team of explorers. The experience was pure joy, worries forgotten. People of all ages became kids again, equal in the air. There were no limits, just laughter and wonder. If you're enjoying this, subscribe for more adventures. Floating together, we felt connected in a way only zero gravity can create. It was a dance in the sky, and everyone was invited. I never wanted it to end. The cabin was alive with laughter and shouts of amazement. During high G climbs, it was quiet. Then, in zero gravity, pure joy erupted. People did slow-motion flips, floated peacefully, or zipped across the cabin. The blue flight suits against white walls looked like a moving work of art. Movements were gentle. Bumping into someone felt like two balloons touching. It was safe, peaceful, and exhilarating all at once. The instructors amazed us with floating water and clouds of M&Ms. We chased candy through the air, laughing like kids at a birthday party. Every moment was playful and new, discovering a world with different rules. It was a science lesson and a celebration rolled into one. The sense of wonder was contagious. We were explorers, inventing new ways to move and play. The experience was unforgettable. It was the best party I've ever attended, 30,000 feet above the ground. I wished it could last forever. After the 15th parabola, the pilot's voice crackled over the intercom, announcing that the zero-gravity portion of our flight was officially over. The words hung in the air, signaling the end of our extraordinary journey. A wave of disappointment swept through the cabin. We could have floated forever. savoring every second of that impossible freedom. No one wanted it to end so soon. As gravity returned, our bodies felt heavy, almost awkward, but our spirits soared higher than ever. We stretched, laughed, and tried to adjust to the familiar pull of the earth. We buzzed with excitement, sharing favorite moments and laughing about our clumsy first flights. Every story was a reminder of how surreal the experience had been. We changed out of our flight suits, but we didn't feel normal. We felt transformed, as if we'd left a part of ourselves floating in the air behind us. Landing, we were greeted with certificates as official weightless wanderers. It felt like a badge of honor, proof that we'd done something truly out of this world. We took a final group photo, feet on the ground, but minds still floating somewhere above the clouds, bonded by this shared adventure. The feeling of weightlessness lingered, a lightness in my step all day, as if gravity hadn't fully claimed me yet. Leaving the facility felt like waking from a dream, stepping back into reality but carrying a secret sense of wonder. The world looked the same, but I saw it differently. Colors seemed brighter, and every moment felt more precious. I'd experienced life without gravity, a new perspective that changed how I thought about possibility. It made me appreciate science, courage, and the power of adventure. I realized how much we can achieve when we dare to step outside our comfort zones. The lesson? With a little bravery, we can do the impossible. Sometimes all it takes is one leap into the unknown. My feet were on the ground, but my spirit was still in the sky. I'll never forget it, and I know I'll always carry that sense of wonder with me. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. If you've ever dreamed of flying, this is as close as it gets. It's more than a thrill. It's a life-changing experience. You'll laugh, feel free, and see the world differently. The best adventures are just outside your comfort zone. I was nervous, but it led to one of the best days of my life. It's a testament to human curiosity and ingenuity. This is why I love to travel, not just for places, but for moments like this. Whenever I need a boost, I remember floating and laughing with new friends. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe for more adventures. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and sometimes just let go and float.